Hello everyone, welcome back to RegalitySMP, and we got quite a lot done with our base. So, just to give you a little bit of a view, we can see that our starter house is now all the way over there, our bee house is now all the way over there, and our little grind house is all the way over there, plus we have a wall here now too. So we did two of these buildings. We did the starter house, we did the grind house, those were on stream, but we did the bee house, we did that off camera, so we can see them go down, and we can see them go up, and those were really fun things to do. We got actually quite a lot ironed out about the different building style that we have here. If we go and take a good look at the starter house here, we can see that not only did we iron out what kind of wood we used right here instead of relying on a bunch of chipped variants, we updated the block palette to match what we have going on over in the rest of Hextor now, and at some point we will be texturing this so it looks nice and good. We also got a brand new block palette all ironed out for the floor here, and we can see we have this kind of border here, and then we have some of the small bricks, we have the regular bricks, and we have the polished cut stuff as well, and we were able to figure that out on stream. And another thing that I did off camera is I moved the bee house because I felt that we needed that area over there for building's sake, and it was much better to have this out because in the future all of this stony shore is going to be grass and it's going to be farmland. So I figured we could have a small row of buildings out here in the farmland and a road that could connect them all. If we go over this way, we can see the grind house over here. And the grind house was the very first build we moved, so it really informed a lot of the decisions. We were also able to shave down a side of this too, and we will eventually be extending the wall all the way over to this way. We were able to put some edified planks on the water wheels here to get them matching with the rest of everything else. Of course, the build palette is also updated on here, so there's no more mossy. It's matching the rest of the stone here. And we have our floor design here that we have for the rest of them. As for the plans for behind this area, we are going to design a very little cozy, almost like secret garden style thing. So we are going to we're going to add some custom trees along here eventually. We're going to add some more things on that side. We're going to add some like standing jumping stones in this lake, and we're going to just make this whole area here a nice and little secluded, relaxing garden that we can just spend some time in whenever we feel like we're too stressed out. The really important business of today is down in the Hex lab though, because, well, we're building the camera shop today, and so that means we need to go get some stuffs. Okay, so we don't exactly have a lot here, but we do have some good starting materials for a shop. And what we are going to need is some iron. So good thing I purchased a bunch of iron. But I feel like step one of making a shop is to build the shop. So let's head over to Regalis. Let's get that done right now. Here we are at Regalis. We have our little area set up right here, measured perfectly to where it's going to be. Alrighty. We have our box of materials already here, and I am very happy with how this build turned out. And go away, phantoms. We don't need you right now. We need to build our camera shop. Alright, everyone. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go! Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with all of you. My replay didn't like me. Well, let's just move past this one right here. Let's just go. Oh, no, keep going. Keep going. Move the video forward. And take a good look at this. Our camera shop is officially up. And we can just walk through the layout here. So over here, we are going to eventually have all 16 stained glass panes that we can use as filters. And we already have some right here, but they're just like little bits of scrap and they're not actual stock. See, some of them, like the magenta, only have 2, but we're going to be selling these filters for a gold coin a piece, and I think that's a pretty fair price. We also have our clear one right over here, same for a gold, and we have all of the rest of these display cases set up with their names. So now we just need to go and gather all of the stock we will need. Okay, the very first thing I picked up was half a stack of each stained glass pane, and we are on our way to go put that in our shop right now. We are just going to put them all sorted in these little display cases right here. stained glass panes are now sorted, and they're kind of in different groups here. We have our monochrome stuff here. We have a lot of our warmer tones here, like red, orange, yellow, and brown. Over here, we have some of the cooler tones like lime, green, cyan, and light blue. And then on this side, we have a lot of our kind of bluer, warmer-ish colors. So we have blue, purple, magenta, and pink right here. And the next part is going to be the bit more of the technical side of things. So all of the cameras, all of the film, a lot of the just different little bits and bobs that actually help you when you're trying to take pictures. Okay, so the only stuff we still have to get would be the camera here, our rolls of film, whatever, the spyglass and the redstone lamps for the accessories, some of the stuff in here as well. We can't get all of it, but I'm gonna go gather as much of it as I can, and then we'll stock it all up and we'll set prices. Sound good? Sound good. Alrighty, see you all shortly. Alrighty, and here's the completed camera shop. We have our little books here. This one explains what all the different filters do that are over on the left. And then this one on the right just explains, you know, the camera shop itself. We have little photo shoot certificates for sale. So if someone wants to buy our services of taking photos themselves, then they can just, you know, buy one of the certificates and contact us later. There's also the photo album, which you can put photos into, which is really, really nice and handy. And there's the photograph frame that lets you put things on walls like paintings. We have our camera, a clear filter. We have a spyglass so you can zoom in if you need to even further. We have a redstone lamp for a flash. We have both color and black and white film for sale. And at the back here, we have like a little film drop-off zone. And there's like a bunch of toolboxes here and forms so people can get their film developed and we can print it out for them and it's not a big hassle. We also did a little bit of armor stand work too, creating a small display for a lot of the different things. And I would like to make something very abundantly clear. Exposure, which is the mod all of this is from, is not my mod. This is a public mod. I am just the person who's making the shop first, and anyone can craft these items if they want to, and they do not have to go through my shop. I'm just creating this shop, so it's very simple for people to do so if they don't want to go through the hassle. And I think that is mostly it for this episode. We're not done quite yet. We actually have a little bit of things left to talk about back here at the base. So up here, it's actually quite empty now with the bee house gone and a small chest monster, relatively. We still do have things to take care of here though, but not today. But we'll just give a rundown so we can tackle it next time. So this whole area right here, I'd actually love to turn into a beach, like a nice sandy beach. Like, hear me out. A sandy tropical almost beach. Not true tropical, but we do want to make it a little bit more magical in the fact that it's warm. So this whole area is just going to have to be like put on a slant, which is a lot of work. So this is probably a multi-episode project, but you can see I also lighted the lake up right here, and at some point we're going to go through it and kind of just make it all tidied. The other thing we have to do is the bridge pathway over here, which we need to extend out a little bit more so we can have the bridge to everything else and the stairway to everything else rather than just to the weird spot it is right now. Some of the other things we can get started on doing is clearing out that area over there. We can start by replacing the stone out for grass as well. We honestly have quite a lot of work to do. And another thing we have is this wall right here, and which we did this wall on stream. That was a lot of fun. We also need to do some stairs down here. We need to build a dock over there. Like, just, we have so much work to do, y'all. And goodness gracious, am I loving this fish? And I'm also loving the way that this is turning out. We also have to take care of all the moss. You can see this moss right here and the moss over there and the moss over there. We have to take care of all of it. And then we have to texture all of the walls as well, just like these ones are right here. Coming up to this section right here, we kind of have to give this place a little bit more character. We also have to do the animal pen that I said I would do in episode 5, but never really got to. We also have the back garden right here. We have quite a lot on our plate, and we're going to be chipping away at it slowly. Another thing we have to do is we are going to have a blaze spawner, and we purchased a spawner from the enabler shop that Ben set up, and at some point he's going to come over and we're going to install it, but we need a place for that. So just like the creeper farm we have right over here, we're going to have to find some sort of spot to put a blaze farm, and I have no clue where that's going to be. I think we might want to do another tower like the lighthouse looks like, because that way it'll contrast the roundels that we have on both the atrium and on the creeper farm. The remodeling the atrium is a massive project that we haven't even gotten around to yet. The most we've done is change out the stone for the round bit right here, and that's like, there's still an entire interior for that as well. So we have so much to do. But of course, that is going to have to wait for later episodes. I would like to thank all of you so much for watching. If you could hit the subscribe button, that would be great. Leave a comment, maybe interact, do the things. It really helps out the channel. So thank you all so very much for watching. And another small milestone we had is we hit 100 subscribers. So thank you very much for that. Here's to 100 more. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching this Regality episode, and in the next few weeks, the next thing that comes out won't be a Regality episode. We're going to be going on a little bit of a journey instead. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you all for watching, and as always, stay classy out there, folks.